All right, so ALA Mesa students and families, I'm so excited to have my own brother, Colin Mayhugh, with us today. He uh, is serving in the Army along with his wife, my sister in law, Ashley, and they are currently in North Carolina at Fort Bragg. Um, the students have submitted a lot of questions, but I thought we would start by having Colin introduce himself and share a little bit about himself.
Hello, everybody. Thank you guys for having me. Yeah, my name is Colin Mayhugh or Specialist Mayhugh. My wife is Specialist Mayhugh as well. And we are here in North Carolina, Fort Bragg. It's the biggest Army base in the U.S. And me and Ashley are both from California, so it's definitely a lot different over here, but it's a fun experience, and I'm glad to be on here with you guys today.
So, what is a specialist? What does that mean?
Uh, it's the rank. It's you know, your title is principal, I guess, right? Or administrator or
Yeah, director.
director. Sorry. So that's your rank and that's your title. So everyone in the military has a title or rank. Kind of work your way up to certain levels, and I'm in the fourth level, you would say, I guess.
Gotcha. So, what made you want to join the Army?
Um, I think it's something I've always wanted to do. I've always been very proud to be American and wanted to find a way to serve in some capacity. And I mean, I didn't join until I was 25, so that's a little bit older, but it was just a good opportunity for me. And even if you're not totally sure if that's what you want to do forever, it's a really good thing to do while you're young or um, you want to learn some life skills or just serve your country. But for me, though, I just wanted to serve and do something to, I guess, help better the U.S. and help others.
Is there a lot of training that goes along with it?
Yeah, there initially is a 2 month basic training, and with that, though, there's a lot of jobs to choose from in the military. It's not just all of us, soldiers. We have doctors, pilots, we have everything you could think of, car mechanics. So depending on what you choose as a job, uh, your training might be longer if you're going to be a helicopter pilot or something. But um, yeah, there's a lot of training, a lot of job specific training. And then training in the military is very continuous. You're doing it throughout the year. Every month you're learning something or bettering your skills somehow. So yeah, that's a big part of life in the military is training.
Well, and I know we encourage students to be lifelong learners, so it goes right along with that, it sounds like.
Definitely. You can always learn something. There's never going to be a point in your life where you learned it all. So it's important to always try and learn something new every day.
That's,
Definitely.
how about a couple fun questions? So, have you ever hopped out of a helicopter?
I have, yeah, that and a plane, a lot actually. It's some soldiers you can apply to do airborne school, and it really has no purpose, but it's something that soldiers from back in like World War I, World War II, they would parachute in from airplanes to get in their positions or plan attacks or but for some reason it's a tradition. Soldiers do it, every day. um, but yes, quite a bit. The helicopters we usually jump out of are Chinooks and Blackhawks, and Chinooks are like the big helicopter with two propellers, and then Blackhawks, you see a lot of those in movies and stuff, and pretty common. But yes, it's very interesting. I don't really do it much anymore, especially with COVID. No one's really jumping right now, but yeah, that's a big thing in the army. A lot of people do that. It's pretty fun.
Um, a fun question is a couple students asked, what is the food like? I don't think maybe they understand the base is large and there's a lot of things on the base, correct?
Oh yeah. Yeah. You have the option on base to, they have a few fast food places like, Burger King and Subway and stuff, but there's probably like 15 different, they're called mess halls or chow hall. And they have, again, another job is cooks in the Army. That's actually what our grandpa did. Grandpa Lim was a cook
Mhm.
in the Army. And well, yeah, the food, it's okay. It's gone a lot better. You can imagine when you're cooking that much or something, the quality can go down pretty easily, but
Yeah.
it's not bad. It's all about your attitude and being grateful for food and a hot meal. And you have days where, you there's something called a MRE when you're out training and you're not getting hot meals and you're just out in the middle of nowhere. It's this little bag of food that's good for like a shelf life of like 5 years, and sometimes you're forced to eat that stuff, and it's pretty nasty, but it's like 3,000 calories a bag. But anyway,
So it does the trick.
it does the trick. Yep.
Um, so I know this a little bit because I know you, but talk about the college experience. Do you tend a little bit before? I know you did a little bit and then did the Army later on, but the Army does help if you choose to go to college when you exit, correct?
Right. So yeah, there's pretty much two avenues for joining the military. It's called a commissioned officer and non-commissioned officer. So commissioned officers are usually college graduates, and that's the ranks of, lieutenants, captains, generals. You have to have gone to college for that. And then the other side is the non-commissioned officers, which are sergeants and uh, the it's a totally different category. But going to college definitely never hurts. You should definitely try it out. Um, unless you want to get in and get going in the military or working, there's nothing wrong with that. But even if you want to join the military one day, college still is a good avenue. And just check it out. You don't have to stay there if it's not for you, but um, kind of prepares you for. It's a lot different going from high school to college as far as having to start learning to fend for yourself and growing up. So um, yeah, there's a benefit to going right in or going to college. So I did a little both. So yeah.
Um, what have the COVID restrictions been like for you?
Um, it was pretty crazy for a while. The beginning of this year, I was almost stuck. I was training in Utah when this first started breaking out. I, I, I heard a little bit about it when I was flying to Utah, and then while we were there, it really started breaking out. So I got stuck there for a little over a month. I was supposed to be there for 3 days.
Mm.
So there's been a lot of people that are stuck in, Korea, Afghanistan, Syria that are we were supposed to get home and weren't able to. So it's been crazy as far as people getting stuck places and um, not really being able to train and do our job. So it's been very interesting. It's gotten a lot better now. Um, but yeah, it was wild for a little while.
Do you get to visit family? I know in the beginning, not so much in your basic training and stuff, but do you have more flexibility with your years in the service?
Yeah, you definitely your first couple years you really want to try and stick around and hold off on using your vacation days and stuff. You want to you earn leave days, pretty much 2.5 leave days a month, so you want to build that up. And but yeah, it's pretty easy to take vacation. I guess it just really depends on your scheduling and if you're not in the middle of training or deployed. But yeah, it's pretty much like any other type of job. You just got to request certain days and have the proper paperwork and all that.
All right, a couple more fun questions. Um, do you ever work with canine soldiers?
Like the dogs, the
Yes,
handlers.
yes.
I haven't
Well, are the
personally.
dogs and their handlers, I guess.
I haven't personally, but you do see them all the time. I take my son Noah. We go to a park where they train. I don't know if they train the dogs, but that's where they get them out to like run around and stretch their legs. They're the same as a police officer's dogs. They're really intense, but lovable. So yeah, we had a little bit of interaction with them, but yeah.
Have you ever been in a super fast airplane?
Super fast. I don't know about super fast, not like a fighter jet or anything. So I'd say no, but the planes we go in are still pretty fast.
And what is your favorite thing about being in the Army?
That's a good question. There's definitely a lot and a lot that I've learned. I think the best part is the relationships with people and um, you're it's crazy, especially in the beginning. You're forced together into these crazy circumstances where you're forced to stick together and bond because you're all going through this hardship together, and it just creates a different kind of relationship because they know what you're going through. And so yeah, definitely the friendships. And you learn a lot about yourself, and working well with other people and respecting people of all different types of lifestyles. And um, yeah, just adapting to whatever hardship comes your way or circumstances. It's just a lot of good life lessons here that I've learned. And um, yeah.
Well, any words of advice for students who are considering joining the Army or any branch of the armed forces?
Yeah, so definitely do your homework. I would say before you even talk to a recruiter, try and find like a family member or even me. You can always email or call me. You can get my information uh, from Mrs. Libio. But just talk to someone and you know figure out the job you want. Just do your homework. Don't go in and without being prepared. I would say it'd really be smart to try out college a little bit. But even if you want to come right out of high school, there's nothing wrong with that. But just find a job that interests you, and then just you know, be ready to work hard. But you'll learn a lot. Just have an open mind about it. But yeah, just really look into the details of the jobs and the branches, like you said too, because if you like the water, you like the ocean, go Navy or Coast Guards. If you like, uh, airplanes and helicopters, the Air Force. My cousin Jonah is in the Air Force now, and he loves it, working on planes and stuff. So just find something that interests you, and I guarantee the Army has a job, or the military branch has a job that you're interested in. So yeah,
All right. Well, thank you. And I love you and hope to see you guys soon.
yeah.
I know that you guys are both finishing things up in the next few months. Is that right?
Yeah, February will be done. I'll probably extend a little longer. It's been hard with COVID, where everyone's way behind on, you know, all that. So yeah, it'll be early next year.
Okay.
So yeah,
Well, thank you for answering my students' questions, and thank you for everything that you're doing to support our country and to serve our country. And I love you. All
I love you too. Thank you. You guys have a
right.
good day.
Talk to you later.
All right, bye.
Bye.